Hello viewers, warm greetings to all of you for the video coverage of the departmental video that is showcasing the facilities that we have as well as the laboratory and my people who work behind me day and night for the betterment of the education system that is to be imparted to the students of this college. I am Dr. Mohammad Kaiser, Professor and Head of the Department for Mechanical Engineering, and I am a graduate from PES College of Engineering Mandya for my BE. Then I did my post graduation from SJC in Mysore, and then I am also having a doctoral degree from Vishveshwaraya Technological University, Belgaum, in the subject condition monitoring. And I am happy to say that I carry the privilege of being the first employee to this entire organization. This department started with the beginning of this institution in the year 2007 with an intake of 60 students in its undergraduate program. Later, the intake was increased to 120. We also get added with 5% of students from the government of Karnataka through supernumerary quota, and then we also get added with 10% of students from diploma colleges who will have passed out of polytechnic for their diploma in mechanical engineering or the allied domains. So presently we have the total sanctioned intake of 120 people plus 6 students take admission through supernumerary quota by the government of Karnataka, and then 12 students take admission through lateral entry in the second year of the engineering course. We are also running a postgraduate program, that is MTech in Thermal Power Engineering, for which the sanctioned intake is 18. I am happy to introduce to you the department through this video coverage. I am back with about 24 teaching staff members, out of which I am the professor. Dr. Y.D. Chetan stands as the associate professor, and then I am added with 22 assistant professors. In fact, 2 professors left the services just 6 months back. Otherwise, we were 27 during the previous academic years. And I am also supported by 13 technical staff members. 2 of them are BE in mechanical engineering. That table shows the technical staff strength with me for mechanical engineering. 2 of them are BE, and then two of them are with diploma qualification, and about 6 people are with ITI, and then 2 of them are with PUC or +2, what you can say, as well as SSLC. I am also given with one data entry operator who supports me, who has not been listed here. The vision of the institution, that is to be recognized as a premier technical and management institution promoting extensive education, fostering research, innovation and entrepreneurial attitude. In par with the vision of the institution, we also have the vision of the department, that is to excel in technical education by producing mechanical engineers who are competitive, contributing as well as sustainable in the global socio-technological front. And we try to realize the dream that we have declared in the vision through our mission statements. We also have program specific objectives, program specific outcomes for the department, which we try to bring in to the students. Those are the capabilities that we are promising to build in the students. We have a wonderful track record both in the education as well as the achievements and awards that are been given or presented to our students. It is not just on one particular platform. Academic excellence is also there, because we have bagged 2 ranks at this university level in the previous years. As well, we have also done extremely good in the co-curricular and extracurricular activities that showcase what you can see here, the pretty lengthy platform which showcases the awards that have been bagged by our students in various co-curricular and extracurricular activities, be it cultural activities or sports activities, or be it the paper publication competitions or project presentation competitions. Our students have always done excellent, and more or less I can say our students have never came back empty handed from those arenas. Here, apart from this, we have not limited our scope of excellence or whatever extravaganza we are promising. We have not limited this to just a small boundary of our own region or so. Many of our students have presented their work, they have participated in national and international competitions also. This one certificate wherein the students for their project have participated in National Aeronautics and Space Administration project, and they have been issued with an appreciation certificate for their participation. This was conducted in US few years back. We also have several associations with the professional bodies. We are also member to ISHRE student chapter. I am also happy to say that one of our faculty member, Professor Chetan GD, he stands as the student chair for the entire Mysore region. We also have the privilege or honor of being only the second institute in the entire country of India to have a student cell from Quality Circles Forum of India. This is only the second. The first one lies with Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh, and we also have conducted one national level workshop competition with the association with Elite Techno Group for design and fabrication of Formula Race cars. So likewise, we have got quite a bit to present to the society. Everything else is there so that we could focus more on imparting the quality of education to the student center system of outcome based education in the country now, and I believe we are doing pretty good at that juncture. We have also disseminated the vision and mission statements of both college as well as the department at all possible locations in the department, in the corridors as well. This is one such example where we have disseminated the college as well as department vision, mission and POs to the student community as well as to any stakeholder who steps into the department corridors. We also have got a suggestion box wherein students definitely can put forth their grievances, so that in case they are not able to bring it to my notice, at least they can put it across over here, which we can take it out and which we can analyze and see if we can do something to help the student community in such format. We have also listed the capability that the students have to develop when they join this program of engineering. That are 12 capabilities that the students should have once they get educated here for a span of about 4 years. What should be the capabilities in a student? That is what is the core part of NBA that have also been listed here, so that student as well as faculty, as and when they cross this corridor, they must be able to look at it and they must be able to assess where do we stand now. Is this department catering me my requirements or not? And even faculty members can question themselves, am I giving these things to my students who come here with lot of aspirations to become good engineers and pursue a good career in their lives? That is also possible. And you can also see one of the safety measures, that is the fire extinguishing equipment that has been listed here, and in addition to that there is one more that has been put up on the other side of the wall. Okay, we have got one more very unique practice in the entire institution. For every department there is a mentor. There is one very capable and very vibrant personality. Here for the Department of Mechanical Engineering, it is Dr. Y.T. Krishnegowda, an alumni from IISc as well as IIT Chennai. He is our mentor. He guides us and sees that get deviated from whatever goals the department is aiming to attain. This is one of the notice boards. There is one among many notice boards that we have in the department itself. One you can see over here, wherein the student list for the freshly running semester as well as the timetable has been displayed here in the notice board. As well, we also have got the display of mentees allotment that was done in the beginning of the academic year. There is one more notice board, as you can see over here, wherein recently concluded examination timetable along with the students allotment to a specific lab have been listed over here. Likewise, everything is very transparently propagated to the students so that student communication could be held at the utmost priority. I am happy to take you to the staff room. This is one of the staff rooms. We have got altogether 3 staff rooms. This is the first one. Here about 7 people are being seated over here with their own individual cubicles. Here you can see Professor Adana. She is sitting here. She is sitting here along with her facility. He is Professor Abhilash. Everyone is provided with their individual personal computers along with the internet facility, so that all their personal and professional developments could be satisfied and being facilitated here itself at the college premises. That is what is one of the boon of being a part of this MIT Mysore Mechanical Engineering. He is Professor Yogesh Kumar. He is also one of the very excellent faculty members here at the department. And then here you can see the what I can say again, proper organization and storage of the document, which will act otherwise as the evidence for whatever we claim in terms of education, assessment and the presentation. He is Professor Kishan. He is also a wonderful person, as well as he is the alumni of this department. He was the student in the first batch, Professor Kishan. He is Professor Satish, an MS from Germany in computational mechanical engineering. He is also a wonderful resource for the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Okay. There is one more staff room. Here a majority will be seated over here. This is calm and cool atmosphere. Lot of work is done towards the excellence of the work that will lead otherwise to the quality education impartment to the student community. He is Professor Ravi Kumar. He is Professor Sachin. He is also the alumni to the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He is Professor Ramanandan. He is Professor Harish, one of our senior member in developing the department to these heights. He is Professor Raghu Yash. Then he is Professor Purushottam. He is also the second rank awardee for his MTech postgraduate level. He is Professor Santosh, and then he is Professor Panduranga, postgraduate in thermal engineering. He is Professor Mallikarjun. He also stands as the alumni to this. He did his MTech over here in thermal power engineering. In fact, he stood second to the university during his postgraduate program studies. Then he is Professor Chetan GD that I had spoken to you about. He stands as the student advisor to ISHRE, Indian Society for Heat, Refrigeration, Air Conditioning Engineers. He also is the student chair. He stands as the student's chair for ISHRE Mysore chapter. It's one of the honor that he has brought. He is gold medalist for his MTech program, and I'm proud to say that he was also my student during his undergraduate studies here at MIT Mysore. He is Professor Maz, he is Professor Anil Kumar, and he is Professor Krishna Prasad. Say hi, man. Very good. This cubicle belongs to Dr. Y.D. Chetan, the NBA coordinator for the department. I'm happy to present to you the Center of Excellence for Mechatronic Training and Engineering Research, that is CEMTER, that is acronym as Center. This is one of the Center of Excellences for the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Here, as it is being the Center of Excellence, here the training, an excellent training is important to the students as well as the people who will join as inductees to the even industry for mechatronics training and engineering research. Here the facility I will just show you. We have got about 3 mechatronics kits, as you can see. Kishan, you can just go there and just point out. As you can see, these 3 kits we do have, wherein the student will be trained on more than about 60 experiments on mechatronics training. So with this, the students will definitely be able to at least get a strong foundation in mechatronics as a micro specialization. Here you can see, this is in fact one of the project that was guided by Dr. Y.D. Chetan to bring out the design and fabrication of 3D printing machine. This is tested. Even the product have also been taken out from here. So this is one such, this is the way in which we are trying to build quality into the learning of the students. A very warm welcome to the McIsmos Library. Why this warm welcome to the McIsmos Library is because it is a very strong association of student and faculty members in the department. That is why, since this library is the one of the positive outcomes of this strong association, that is McIsmos Club, that is why it was a very warm welcome to you. Please come in. Isn't it beautiful? This library is specific to the department. This is in addition to the central library at Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. As you can see over here, we have about more than 850 books, and more importantly, the books are from the subject importance, subject knowledge importance, not just from the syllabus point of view. This is one of the speciality of this library. It is not just the composition of the textbooks or some of the titles. Here, this library is to cater the need of academic requirements to the students, as well their competitive spirits that have to be uplifted for their future. So, the books are not just from the academic importance, the books are also such that they should be able to refer to those books, and they can definitely appear for competitive exams, maybe for civil services or maybe for engineering services. And she is Mrs. Uma Rao. She is in fact one of the backbone to us from more than 1.5 years. She is supporting me in maintaining good documentation and presentability of the department, and he is Mr. Mahesh, who has been taking care of the entire department as a good support system. I have brought you to now introduce to one of the laboratories. It is a design laboratory, and I am happy to introduce Professor Ravi Kumar Kes, one of the senior members in the department. He stands as the in charge to the design laboratory. Ravi Kumar, can you please brief about this laboratory, and could you help us out in capturing one of the simplest demonstration of any of the experiment? Please.
Now the rotation is transferred from motor to the shaft through the coupling, where the shaft will be under lateral vibration.
Okay, Ravi, you mean to say
Yes, sir.
the operating frequency of the machine, the frequency vibration of this element will be brought as same as the natural frequency of the same. That is when you call the resonance. Wonderful, wonderful, Ravi. Very good. Here I am to say, I am happy to introduce one more very dynamic faculty member from my department, Professor Panduranga.
Hello.
Wonderful. Hi Pandu, and he is the in charge for this heat and mass transfer laboratory for our department. Pandu, could you please put some light on this laboratory?
Sure, sir. Heat transfer, we encounter heat transfer in our day-to-day life, whether we switch on fan or if we touch any material, we feel hot or cold, and this energy from the sun reaches us through radiation. So these are the three modes of heat transfer which occurs, and in our laboratory we have experiments to demonstrate the basic laws of all these three modes of heat transfer, that is conduction, convection as well as radiation. Now I will demonstrate a simple experiment.
Yeah.
Now I will demonstrate a simple experiment to find out the thermal conductivity of a material. So inside this we have a metal rod, that's a brass metal rod, and that is insulated so that there won't be any escape of heat, and we have placed thermocouples on equal interval. So we provide heat energy with the help of electrical heater from one end, and on the other end we have water reservoir. So the water will be continuously flowing through this, and as the heat passes through the rod, the water absorbs that rod, and from that we will be able to calculate the thermal conductivity of that material.
Wonderful, wonderful, Pandu. As you can see over here, we are also equipped, the laboratory is also equipped with ICT tools, a projector and a screen is also there, and we have also got one more television, wonderful television, 55-inch television with the sound system, a wonderful sound system also. Here we try to present to the students via media the important concepts that needs a wonderful electronic devices and equipmentation. And in fact, you can also see each lab has got its own individual notice board. The teaching learning aid, one more innovative practice that we carry in the department is, we have in all the laboratories the charts that will be relevantly displaying the content pertaining to that particular laboratory. As well, we also have published do's and don'ts in the laboratory, which is also one of the safety measures that we have taken for the students as well as for the safety of equipment in the laboratory also. In fact, I am happy to say that we have strongly complied with the university requirements. In fact, we have got the equipments more than what is there in the university curriculum as well. This is something very special about our department and our institution. Guys, this is pandemic time and we are trying to come out of this pandemic time. We are trying to battle with pandemic time, and we have been doing this excellently in our entire country. One effort what will definitely be important is the SOPs for being safe from the pandemic and its spread over. So we also have very closely taken precaution, that is the SOPs for students or faculty members to be here on campus. Otherwise the management and the top leadership in this institution are very rigid on these issues. I am not putting on mask because I have to speak and I am to appear on the camera, that is why. Otherwise everyone is with masks only. So we have got SOPs, everybody have to wear mask, otherwise they are not allowed inside the campus, and then everybody should use the sanitizer. Sanitizers are put in all possible corners of the college. At the same time, social distancing, it is the only way to get safe from the spread out of corona. So that is why maintain social distancing. This is also, this notice is also there in almost all possible corners of this institution. As well, time and time the principal, the head of the departments or section heads also, they will be bringing awareness about what is happening and how to be safe as well, using the social media of WhatsApp or Facebook. They will be behind us so that we could be rigidly sticking on to the safety measures and practices inside the college, as well as let us be safe even personally at our houses. Welcome to the lab of mechanical measurements and metrology. Lab of measurements, lab of metrology, lab of instruments, measuring instruments. Because every single measuring device, whether it is electronic or mechanical, be it used in mechanical or civil or electronics or anywhere, it has to go out of this kind of a laboratory only. This is the lab of mechanical measurements and metrology. Welcome to the recognized and affiliated Research Center of Mechanical Engineering to Visvesvaraya Technological University. Please come in. He is Professor Satish, who is taking care of this laboratory, that is research laboratory. It is not just restricted to, the research is not restricted to only this laboratory. Here we have got computing facility pertaining to the research work. Otherwise research work is happening in almost all the laboratories. We are also quite popular among the society for keeping a very professional ambience in the college, in the department. That is where actually the students will get to learn. It's not just about teaching and learning what is there in the syllabus in the books. The professional personality is all about the professional education, at the same time the personality development in par with professional requirements. So one of them is the behavior, conduct and socialization process. So even the students are to be made aware about how to behave and how to conduct when they are in the class, when they are in the corridor, when they are in the campus as such. So as a part of that, we have developed classroom etiquettes wherein the students will be daily basis, as and when they enter or come out, or as and when they move along the corridor, they will be able to see these etiquettes, through which we are trying to educate the students upon how to behave and how to conduct themselves inside the laboratory, inside the class, inside the corridor, inside the quadrangle or inside the campus, so that their professional personality could be nourished for these 4 years of engineering education over here. I am happy to introduce one more laboratory for our Department of Mechanical Engineering. This laboratory is all about modeling and simulation facility, that is the computational facility in the laboratory that is required. This will cater to the needs of second year, first year as well as third year and fourth year. That means this laboratory space is going to be utilized for all the 4 years of engineering for some purpose or the other. And I am here very happy to introduce Professor Adana, who is the laboratory in charge. She has been working with us for the past 8 years. This is her 9th year. And then he is Mrs. Sachin, Professor Sachin. In fact, he is the alumni of this department as well. He is here with us from past 2 years. And Professor Abhilash M, who is MTech in design, he is also here from, this is his 4th year. And this lab has been technically supported by Mr. Vishwasu. He is an old chap to this place. He is working with me from the beginning of this institution. And as you can see, a very innovative organization of the computing facility. Here also we have got this department, this lab's individual notice board, as you can see, if you could just focus over here. And then the operational EDMs being highlighted are published in the laboratory. As well, this is backed by the UPS auxiliary power support system, and then you could very well see the ICT, use of ICT tools for this laboratory for presenting and demonstrating the computing facility over here. And this laboratory also is supported by the teaching learning aid in the form of the charts pertaining to this laboratory. This is the class theatre. This has a capacity of seating capacity of nearly 100, 90 to 100, with little congestion more than 100 could be seated, and with all flexibility and all ergonomics independence, at least 90 students can be seated over here. So with cushion chairs and a beautifully designed structure, beautifully designed layout inside this class theatre. And this is also equipped with very good ICT tools. This is one of the oldest construction in the campus, in fact. And this is where our workshop practice for the, which was there for the first year students was there. Then later with the evolution we started shifting it to other places. Otherwise this is one of the oldest structure in the campus. This place houses two laboratories, one foundry forging laboratory, the other one is metallography and material testing laboratory. Now we are entering into the metallography and material testing laboratory. Please come. Again here, apart from what is there in the curriculum, apart from what is there as a part of university requirement, we have got much more to show you. This laboratory will demonstrate how to test the material physically for its physical properties. Right, maybe for compression strength of the material, maybe for tensile strength, or maybe for impact strength. Okay, very good. And also you can just see one more example about what safety measures we are taking up. See, this, all the machines in fact in this department, they are all life-taking and very injurious machines. For this reason, the safety of the people who will be using or who will be in and around the equipments will be very, very important. One of the safety measures for this impact testing machine is this grill work, what you can see over here. Why? Because the pendulum which comes down from the angle of 120 degree, and it will carry a lot of force, a very lethal force with it to strike, to make an impact onto the material. So if this swings, it comes even on the other side also. So if by any chance those people who are not aware, even sometimes if the people are ignorant, then if they stand over here, then it is not minor injury what is going to trouble their life. Am I right, Yogesh? So for this reason, so this was very essential. This has been implemented over here. Yeah. Ooh. See the influence here. This is forging and foundry laboratory, because all software, everything was just about, it is just about 20, 30 or 40 years old, whereas primitive engineering is all about civil and mechanical engineering only. And the primitive people, even this, from the stone ages, the man has learned to live, survive and live the life with these kind of practices only. This is forging and foundry laboratory. And here I have Professor Anil Kumar, a wonderful gentleman, and Mr. Shiv Kumar. He is also with us for the past 13 years here at MITM. He has been extending technical support. You can take off the mask. So both of them are doing good. He is the in charge of this laboratory. Here it is about making the molds in the sand, wherein we can pour the molten metal and get the product done or casted. And those furnaces, what you can see, they are all open hearth furnaces, wherein the metal is heated to red hot condition and then hammered so that products could be brought in by changing the just geometry of the program. As well, for making the mold, we make use of sand, and to use the sand, it must satisfy to the property requirements. Those experiments are lined here on this platform. All these are sand testing experiments, because just any sand cannot be brought here in the laboratory and used for molding purposes. So because of that, sand must be tested. It should have specific set of properties, so only then it can be brought in for the use in this laboratory. Welcome to the machine shop, the actual place where the mechanical engineering, the word meaning, you can just experience through the lab. And I'm happy to introduce here Professor Harish B. As you can see, I promised to show several add-ons, the additional facility of the department. This is one more phenomenal outcome of the hardship or hard work that has been taken up by many of our staff members. This was actually, can you guess what is this? This is the model of Santro car. A Santro car was there with the management, an old one. Management was generous. We set up the proposal and request that we will convert this into a demonstration model. They wholeheartedly gave it to us, and this is how we have brought it in. We have cut this to the section model. So this is one more additional facility through which the teaching learning experience can be enriched. This is what we have promised in our vision and mission statements also. And then even radial drilling machine, this is also an additional facility. This is not as a part of university requirement, but still we have got this because in the industry, very few will have only bench drilling machine, as you can see over here. Otherwise, for all their major work, they will be making use of radial drilling machine. That is why we thought it should be there as a part of teaching learning aid. And then here a bench grinder. A bench grinder is present over here. This definitely is used for sharpening or grinding purposes, and then even this is also not there in the routine curriculum as per VTU university. This is a surface grinding machine. This is also not there as a part of VTU syllabus or curriculum, but still we have got this so that we want to, the objectives that we carry to teach and learn from the student, for the students, so that must be satisfied. So this is one more additional facility that we have procured. For any work pertaining to the fitting requirements, mechanical fitting shop requirements, these tables with the bench vices could be used. And as you can see over here, a model of Formula race car, as I had shown you in my chamber or office, we had conducted 1 week or 8 days workshop cum competition on design and fabrication of Formula race car. This is one model what we have retained with us, else everything we have given it back to the participants. One of the MNC at Mysore, they have donated this axle worth about 8 lakh rupees in the market. So once they were invited as the guests, looking at our morale, looking at our urge for learning, and looking at our intentions of enhancing the teaching learning process to the heights, so they promised us to give one axle, working axle. They gave it to us. We converted that into a section model so that students could be demonstrated with the working mechanisms, how it works as the axle. I had a bit of industrial experience. You can just see. And I am happy to say that Manjunath, Mr. Manjunath, who is caretaker of this laboratory technically, he is ITI in turning. So he is the right man for right job. He is supported by again Shivendra and Shiv-Kumar. Very recently, a special information, very recently we have completed one consultancy on design and fabrication of the brick cutting machine. This was a consultancy, this was a commercial product that was sold to CH Foam Blocks of Mysore. In fact, every single bit was designed and fabricated here through the technical potential that we have in the form of the technical staff members here. So this location belongs to the energy conversion engineering laboratory as well as the fluid mechanics and machines laboratory. Welcome. The machine shop, foundry forging, those laboratories are composed with such a setup which can be physically seen by everyone, whereas here physically seeing the working as well, lot of calculation, related calculation, correlationship will have to be demonstrated in these two laboratories. So welcome to the fluid mechanics and machines laboratory. Here the laboratory in charge, Professor Chetan GD, and I am also having Professor Ramanandan HS, who is the CAD lab in charge. We have got two laboratories pertaining to the computation facility. One we have already presented, the other one is being taken care by Ramanandan HS. We are also having the technical support man, that is Mr. Mahadev Swami, and he is acting as the instructor over here. Here it is the lab of engines. So that is what we are here to show. This is the seating area, and I am happy to introduce to you Professor Mallikarjun, one of the very excellent faculty member in my department. It is not just a display model. If we just put forth pressure, put pressure on this pedal, kicker, then obviously it is working. It is in the working condition only. Dear viewers, so far we have gone through the complete infrastructure facility as well as the human resource support that is there with me, with which we started with scratch some 14 years back, and now whatever you have seen through these visuals or through this video, that is evident that the department, the college has taken lot of pain and lot of interest in building, giving birth to the education system of this particular department, in turn the college, and then developing the system to these heights, wherein the intake has gone up to 120 from 60, and then faculty members from number 1 to number 27 has gone, and even technical support staff from nothing to 13 they have arrived. That is about human resource, and more so ever, more than 70% of my faculty members are either at the verge of completing their doctorates, or they are registered, they are in the midway of their doctoral studies pursual. And as well, we have got some good consultancy work taken up, and most importantly, considering the student-centered education system of present era, we feel that we are equipped with most modern tools, most modern teaching learning aids, as well lots of additional facilities we have developed either in-house or we have procured from the professional organizations, so that this will act as a wonderful support to enhance the teaching learning experience of the student, so that the students can seriously venture into their careers and prosper in their futures. So through this media, I would like to thank all the people who have been supporting me, starting from the management till everyone that is who is with me, even in my department, as well the person who is capturing this video. So I extend a wholehearted thankful regard to every single viewer who is seeing me via this media. Thank you so much.